Well, it may not be my grandest adventure, but it's one I'm very glad that I went on. So I've mentioned it on this channel before that I am a massive fan of Paddington. The first two Paddingtons are probably in my top 10, top 5 favorite movies of all time. This is like my pure comfort food. No matter what type of mood I'm in, you put on Paddington 1 or 2, my day is instantly made. I am transported to this beautiful world of just...
And release all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
So I was thrilled when I saw that Paddington in Peru came out in theaters. I know I'm really late to reviewing this, but I really want to talk about Paddington in Peru. Now we got it like 3 months after the UK got it, so I didn't see it till I think February.
Please let me in.
No. Oh, alright.
But as soon as I could, I went and saw it in theaters, and I had heard from some reviewers that this is definitely a step down from the first two Paddingtons, but still a good time, and that's kind of what I was hoping for when I walked in, and yeah, I basically got that. While definitely not on par with 1 or 2, I still can't say that this is a bad adventure by any means. I still found myself laughing quite a bit. I still loved hanging out with Paddington and the Browns. It was fun to see them on this new adventure. But yeah, now that I have it on digital, oh, I plan on watching this so many more times. Because even though it wasn't perfect and definitely not as good as the first two, I still just got that breath of fresh air like I always want from Paddington. Not as clear of a breath, but still really good. I guess I should go down some of the things that I think this film didn't do quite as well. First of all, I think we spent way too much time on the Antonio Banderas character. So there's like this whole side plot going on with this Antonio Banderas, the captain character, as he has like this whole family history of like these relatives of his who always like went to go try to find El Dorado, and it was like a big thing that got put on his shoulders. While it is interesting, I feel like we spent way too long with him. We spent so much time with him, Paddington kind of felt secondary in his own movie.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, we've had side plots like this from the villainish characters in both 1 and 2, so this is nothing new to the franchise, but man, I don't remember spending this much time on their side stories. And then even when it is just the captain and Paddington, it doesn't feel like we're focusing on Paddington, it feels like we're focusing on the captain, because we're seeing everything from his perspective and not Paddington's. So that was something that kind of pulled me out of it. And then even at the Home for Retired Bears, I kind of got the same thing. It felt like we were focusing more on the nuns than we did the Browns or Paddington or even Aunt Lucy. And I guess whenever one of your story plots is that like Aunt Lucy is missing, so she's not there to focus on, I guess, yeah, that would make it kind of difficult to, like, make her still feel like a really important part of the story other than she's gone. So I get that predicament. But I don't know, it's like I wanted to spend more time with Paddington and the Browns. One of the things I loved so much from the first two was seeing Paddington experience everything for the first time. Was having the Browns experience more of what Paddington does and see that relationship go off one another. But it felt like most of the movie we're looking at the captain and the nuns. They are entertaining, but not as entertaining as the Browns and Paddington. And for a while there, I even kept thinking, is this gonna even connect back to Paddington? It kind of just feels like we're on this random adventure that has nothing to do with Paddington. And yes, it does connect. And when it does connect, it is pretty fulfilling in my opinion. Not as fulfilling as I'd like it to be, but fulfilling enough that I can say, alright, it was worth it, I'm okay with it. I won't say how they do it, you just have to watch to find out for yourself. Hey, hope you guys are enjoying the review, and if you want to check out more, don't forget to go down, like, comment, and subscribe, especially because this is a separate channel from my main channel. This is Brian Holm Movie Reviews. We're going to be doing movie reviews on here, rankings, tier lists, trailer reactions, all that good stuff, and if you want to be a part of all that, make sure you subscribe and hang out. You don't want to miss anything. But yeah, and another one, I'm not sure why they recast Mrs. Brown in this. Now, let me be clear, I think Emily Mortimer did a fantastic job at taking over for Mrs. Brown. Although, yes, she doesn't look identical to Mrs. Brown or anything, she felt like Mrs. Brown, so I was okay with that. Well, yes, I would have preferred Mrs. Brown to stay the same. She's not a bad replacement by any means. It was fine that she was there. The humor wasn't quite as strong as what I had in the first two movies, but still not bad. I still laughed quite a few times. There was something about it. It lost a little bit of its charm. There was like this special charm that's really hard to narrow down and hard to pinpoint and hard to explain, and just kind of felt more like the movie was going by the numbers at points, where it was like, oh yeah, we gotta give a side plot to Mr. Brown, and we gotta have something for this character to do, and something for that one to do. And whereas none of them were bad, they just didn't feel as coherent as like the first couple movies, you know? But still, Paddington himself is still such a good character, and I love watching him so much that I'm still just so happy to see him again. And yes, I even cried at the end of the movie. You know what? For that, I can't be too mad at this movie. I loved this movie. It still made me unreasonably happy. I still had this dumb smile on my face through the whole thing. It's just so good to be hanging out with my pal Paddington. So is it the best out there? No, but if you really enjoyed the first few, you gotta go check this out.